Hey everybody, how is everyone doing? So I thought I'll make a quick video and I'll talk about a cool concept that's not new, but a lot of people seem to have forgotten about it. And let me tell you a quick story here. I used to know a developer. He was um, probably very good senior engineer in the team, and back of last year, no, actually 2 years ago, he got laid off from the company, and then literally 6 months later, he found another job. And we spoke about his job. It seemed like the job was pretty good. It paid okay. It paid less than the previous company, but it still paid okay, decent amount. He was happy with it. Very close to home, around um, Liverpool Street area in London, and yeah, so everything was good. And fast forward 3 months, he got fired again. So he got just laid off. He didn't pass the probation. And we spoke about that again over a beer, and he was telling me what might have happened, but he kept blaming the employer. They didn't like me, blah blah, and things like that. And what he kind of mentioned to me, but it looked like he didn't want to mention, was that he seemed to have forgotten a lot of stuff. So initially, he was working for an agency as a senior engineer, and he was a good engineer there. And he got the job done, carried the company on his back, and good, everything was going well. And it seemed to me like when he joined this new company, um, he went in with a mindset of I'll I'll get the job done. The problem with that mindset is that you cut corners, you cut a lot of corners, but um, isn't really acceptable in bigger companies. You can't just be cutting corners and writing bad code. And when you do write bad code, it's caught in QA, or even worse, it ends up on live website. You have to kind of reverse things, and then things go really bad. If that does happen, you kind of get fired. Not kind of, you probably just get fired. But the point is, he was doing things in the previous company with the mindset that I need to get this done. That was his mindset. I'll get this done. It doesn't matter how. If I need to work at 2 a.m. to fix a bug, I can. But in bigger company, you can't. The process is not so simple as just redeploying changes. It needs to go through the whole QA approval, testing, and all that whole process. It takes time. So he couldn't do that in bigger company, but he did go with the optimist mindset. I'll get things done, and he would take shortcuts, write code that's really wouldn't be acceptable elsewhere. But he think was he can get the job done. So why does anything else matters? So I think that's what ends up happening in smaller companies that don't put too much attention on quality of work. You do need quality in the code. Okay, if you're using AI, for example, and write a bunch of code and nobody understands that, it'll be rejected instantly. So you do need quality. But the moment you kind of tell yourself, I don't care about the quality, I can get the job done. Once you do get the job done, you develop this ego of knocking off one, two, three, four tasks one after another pretty quickly, which is fine. It helps the company, it helps you boost your ego because you're doing the things that you should be doing, and you're doing them pretty well and pretty quickly. But the quality there is missing because of the super fast paced environment, and there is not much expected in agency anyway in terms of quality of the code. But so when you do move to a proper software company, you take all the bad habits that you didn't the bad habits that you didn't have once. When you joined the agency, you didn't have the bad habit, but you developed them throughout the years in this agency that doesn't care about quality of code. So now you go to a new company, and you just carry on with the same mentality, and then you have bugs, you can't revert the changes, you make a mess, the git history looks horrible, people around you don't like you because the way you work. And yeah, I think this is what happened to this guy. So always remember, guys, I think the lesson here is pretty simple. It doesn't matter what you do, do it with heart, put your heart in, do the work as best as you can, in a best quality as you can, because if you keep doing that long enough, the bad habits, the little things here and there, they will carry, wherever you go, they'll go with you, you'll carry them with you, and it'll become really hard to change that. So whatever you do, you write a small piece of script, you're writing this, you're using AI to write code, you're writing a small program that does something, put the effort, because the bad habits you develop now because you just want to get that job done are going to be carried with you in the next company. And yeah, if those habits are there, which they will be, because you have accepted them in past couple of years, you'd get yeah, laid off. And obviously we don't want that, but that's my 2 cents on quality of work. Always do the work in the best um, form you can. Now, the only work that I would say, like, yeah, just do it, nobody cares, is is the work that you got nothing to learn there. Even if you do it in a slightly different way, it doesn't matter. But 90% of the work, try to do it in better quality than you do now. And unfortunately, you'll have to spend more time when you accept when you accept quality work as a norm. You'll have to spend more time. You're not just working 7 hours, maybe sometimes you're working 12 hours, because you're putting the quality there. But that quality is eventually transformed into code that looks really good, and companies appreciate that, and companies, when they look at your stuff, they want to hire you. And yeah, it does help. Anyways, guys, so that's all I had to say. If any of you guys have any comments, let me know in the comment section below. Do subscribe to the channel. I'll also add a link to the description, link to the free ebook about engineering, how to become a better engineer, in the description. You can grab that for free. um but yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good week. Bye.